Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Infinity. Where last episode we was over here, well, planting trees really. You can see that they have grown. That is a papaya tree and that's the chestnut tree, isn't it? And I'm sure that these haven't managed to actually get anything off them yet. They haven't. No, but I will nick some apples. Just to have to eat. Shall I eat the carrot? Yes, because then my inventory's a bit emptier. If we come over here, we can see this central square area, which we were working on a little bit last time as well. If I just fly up, you can see it's sort of taking some sort of shape. I've sort of made it a bit bigger. I left me with a bit of a pattern. I've been trying to fill it in. I haven't really decided yet. But that's about as far as I've got with that. I've also put the gravel steps in because I just happened to have the bits on me for that. Hello, chicken. There's something I want from over here before I go up as well. So that's everything that's gone on down here. The plants are doing okay. This is working, but I don't actually think it even now has quite enough power. It has got through all the yellow wool, actually. It never quite fills up, look. It's always never quite full. I guess that's because it's on a day-night cycle. Brilliant. Should that have really done that if I had the pickaxe? I've got no idea. Anyway, we've got 7 yellows and a rose red, which is brill. And over here, these are all actually starting to grow along a lot better. We're getting lots of crops coming through now, and soon I'll be able to expand this farm a bit. That is great. This is the only one which really doesn't look happy. No, there is some okra. Growth 0%. Is it in the shade? There's some weird lighting going on there, and I don't know why this... Why has this not grown at all? 0%, and everything else has grown tons. If you know, let me know. Right, let's head on back. Let me just stop off here and check my jetpack. There's enough there to get back up to the top of the castle. So yeah, that's starting to take a bit more shape, and I am very happy with it. Unlike that, which still lacks a roof. Let's go in through this old building first of all. Shall we? No, let's go down here first. If we go down here, you will see that these steps have been slightly improved. These ones really haven't. But if we come through here, we can see that there is a new room. A sort of L-shaped room. It is nothing like finished, obviously. It has just been hollowed out, but that's where we're going to be playing today. Let's head on back up and into here, because in here we should see that we have... I've been mangling up some iron plates. That has worked. I'm going to mangle up some lead as well whilst I'm here. That goes into there, doesn't it? All these old machines are still all connected up. Is that going to... Oh, there's still iron in it, that's fine. And let's head on up into the new factory. Which is here and still working along wonderfully. So the plan for today is, to start with, I'm going to need quite a large power supply down in that room. And I have a plan for that power. Obviously I've got an infinite power source really over here, which is my scrap generators. I'm not going to use that. If we come over... Do you remember that? I don't know if you can see it. It's the cyanide reprocessor. It's what I was using to refine the yellorium from the big reactor, which is still over on the quarry area. Now I didn't do that to put the cyanide back into the big reactors. What I did that for was to make up fuel pellets to go into a radioisotope thermoelectric generator. It's another Industrial Craft 2 machine, and it basically takes waste radioactive fuel and uses the heat from it to make electricity. So that's what we're going to be making today. One or two of these. Let's just take a generator, a reactor chamber, and loads of iron item casings. So we need some generators, which are easy enough, just basic machine casings, furnaces, and all that, and I should have everything I need on me. Right. Let us... That does not want to click into place. I'm going to build up a few furnaces to start with, and a few machine casings. Why not? So that's 6 machine casings, 6 of those, because obviously extra generators aren't going to hurt. I could use them over there. Add RE batteries on the top. Now the RE batteries are things I don't have lots of. Tin item casings and insulated tin cabling. Which I do have, obviously. Junk everywhere. That's the wrong chest as well, isn't it? Okay, those are just going to sit in there for the time being and be sorted out later. Not the dirt, though. If you've got a sorting system, use the sorting system. Right. So, mush these together in my hands to get insulated tin cables. Then all that you have to do is add redstone and bits. Right. So, some of those. We have plenty of tin item casings. They are there. And that's enough to get me another 6 RE batteries. That gives me 7 RE batteries, which is enough to make up 6 generators. We also need a reaction chamber, which is another basic machine casing with the lead plates. So let's make up a couple more machine casings. Grab those lead plates. Now those should by now have come through. It is a bit of a walk to get round, isn't it? At some point I really need to get quantum leggings on the go. That way I can zoom around and faceplant into walls, because that would be fun. But I'm so very far off. Hello, spider. You can just sit there being noisy. You're going to be really annoying, aren't you? Can you come this way? Creeper down there. Spider? Hello. Hello. Oh, come on. Thank you. Might as well grab the spider eye, it's not something I get a lot of, and then try to get through that gap again, which I managed to do. Amazing. Right, that can go in there just to recharge. I don't need it for a minute. Spider eye. Don't know why that dirt hasn't gone. That is very strange. Right, the reaction chamber is a basic machine casing with lead plating around it. So that's 2 reactor chambers. So to make the radiothermal isotope generator, 2 of those with some iron item casings, which means I need to hammer out this again. Do I still have a forge hammer just sat around in here? I think the answer to that is no. So... iron ingots... That's obviously going to make a shovel, which isn't what I want. I want a forge hammer. Perfect. Batter out some iron into iron item casings. I think it was like that, wasn't it? With a pair of reaction chambers, and a pair of those makes us a pair of radiothermal isotope generators. I've got 2 normal generators left over, which can obviously... well, one of them can go on there. I assume, are these pretty full? They're not massively full, are they? But that should, well, generate us a bit of extra power if anything ever goes into it. I really need to get those switched on as well. They need water. You're going to switch on? There we go. Perfect. Even more electricity than I can use at the minute. Right, so we have these radiothermal isotope generators. Now what these things take is... I have completely forgotten what it's called, so cyanide. Uses of cyanide. Cyanide is used to make... Not cyanide, blutonium. That would be better. Blutonium is used to make... Here we go. Pellets of RTG fuel. It needs dense iron plates and blutonium. However, if I actually touch one of these with my bare hands, I'm going to die because it's going to give me radiation poisoning, which really isn't much good. So what I need to do is get something to stop me dying of radiation poisoning, and that thing is a hazmat suit. Which is somewhere in all of this lot. Here we go. The scuba helmet, the hazmat suit leggings, and the rubber boots. This is what I need. So as you can see, for the most part, they are rubber and orange dyes. Rubber, orange dyes, rubber wool, rubber, glass, and an iron bar. Now I have loads of rubber, and you may remember I also picked up the dyes, which I have been smelting off furiously. The one thing which I had forgotten which I needed was a piece of white wool. But I have a piece of white wool in there, so that is perfect. So the hazmat suit is rubber, 2 pieces of orange dye. So let's make up some orange dye, 8 pieces. Should be more than enough. If I do that and move that to the bottom, I'll get the hazmat suits. If I think it's one in the middle top, isn't it? Like that, gets me the hazmat suit leggings. Rubber boots require... Are those the ones that require the wool? Rubber boots. Now these are really good because apart from being part of the hazmat suit, they also do protect you from fall damage. Obviously I've got iron boots on at the minute, but it is worth bearing in mind. I only have one piece of glass. Why do I only have one piece of glass? Glass. Iron bars. Now somewhere I must have iron bars, because I was using them all over the place. I see no iron bars, unless they ended up in mechanical stuffs. They've ended up in mechanical stuffs. Right, so it is iron bars, piece o glass, piece o orange dye, and pieces of rubber. Gives me the scuba helmet. I'd imagine that does actually allow you to breathe underwater as well. Now, it is night and there are creepers about. Let's see if I can sneak out and just go to bed. Or shall I wait for the morning? Morning must be coming soon, actually, so let's not waste time, because I do need lots of dense iron plates. Now, dense iron plates are made in the compressor from iron plates. So I need a load of iron plates and I need the compressor. Now, here is the question, where is my compressor? I do know I made one at some point in the far distance past. I did make a compressor. Is it down here somewhere? So that's an extractor. That's a metal former. Ooh. Compressor. Right, I appear to have lost my compressor. They are easy things to make. But that is very annoying, and of course the sun is coming up now, which is perfect. I'm going to just make it, then I'll find the thing, because that's how these things work. It is not over there, or in the corner, or anything stupid. No. Right, time to make another compressor then. So the compressor was the super easy one. It's just stone, a basic machine casing, and an electronic circuit. All of which are things we do just have lying about anyway. So, machine casing. Yes, I do still have some of this stuff. I'm going to need a load more of this stuff actually, aren't I? Basic machine casing, a circuit, and stone gives me a compressor. Nice and easy. These are really useful. I do need one anyway. For the time being, I guess I'm just going to stick the stupid thing on the front of this because I don't have anywhere else to stick it. Unless I stick it round the back, which I don't think I'll bother doing. So it's just going there. So the compressor, I'm just going to stuff that full of iron plating. That iron plating is going to be converted into the dense iron plating, but I need way, 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 way more of it than that. So down here, got a load of lead here, but I need loads of iron. So I'm going to run through another couple of those into there, and whilst that is all doing, let's head on up here. These CESUs. Were they difficult to make? I've forgotten. Yeah, they were a bit of a pain, so I'm not going to bother making any of that. Do I, on the off chance, have a spare bat box lying about? If I don't, I really don't care, to be honest. I don't. So, bucket. Let's grab a bucket whilst we're here. Buckets should be... I do love that I've got a sorting system. Doesn't it make everything just so much easier? Do buckets count as mechanical stuff? Of course they do. Going to grab some water. That's completely the wrong place to grab water from, isn't it? There is an infinite water source just around here. Just a couple, because then my inventory is full. Head on down here. So, the power is going to go in here, I think. On this wall. This is where these two are going to go. Thermal electric generators, looking suitably dangerous. There's 6 slots for 6 of those RTG fuel pellets. And then they start to generate electricity. The more fuel pellets you put in each, the more you get. They multiply up, so if you have 2 and you get more than 2 lots, I think you know what I mean. It's more efficient the more you have more in at one time. Right, let's head on down here. For we should have got a load more iron plate. It's coming through ever so slowly, as it always does, so I'm just going to waste my forge hammer mangling a few up, because we've only got 2 so far. It's a great noise. Right, iron plates, that's an industrial craft bit, as is that, as is that, as is that. Get all that out my inventory. Right, mangle up iron plates. No, do not do that to me. I hate you so much. Right, and take these over here. Right, so that is enough for 3. We need 6, don't we? RTG pellets. Each RTG takes 6 dense iron plates and 3 of the blutonium. So let's nip outside and grab me some blutonium. 33 blutonium, that's quite a bit, so that's enough for 11 fuel pellets, which is nearly enough to fill those 2 processors, isn't it? So I'm just going to pop all that into there. Right, head over here. Are we nearly there? 6, that's enough to make 1. So it is time to take off my armour and put on my hazmat suit. Now that is something. Very, very orange would be a good word. Right, now these are extremely dangerous. So here we go. We're going to make 1 RTG fuel pellet. So I'm fine because of the hazmat suit. I don't know if it's actually damaging it. It isn't, which is good. But I definitely do not want to take this thing off. Right, let's get in here. Let's put it in the back one. And there we go, and you can see it is starting to generate EU. I believe each RTG fuel generates 1 EU per tick. So that's about the same as a single solar panel. Except, of course, this RTG fuel is infinite. It will never run out because it is nuclear waste. It's never going to stop being nuclear, I guess, in this game. Do we have? We don't have quite enough for another one. So those will last forever, constantly producing energy night and day. And that, guys, will be the end of this episode. Thank you ever so much for watching. We have a power supply. And next episode, we shall start to use it. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time.